Amsterdam is home to many hiding places used by Jewish people during World War II. We set out to explore these places and reveal their hidden stories.
I know the Anne Frank house, but not this building.
Right.
No.
I did not know that it was a hiding place, and specifically also for Jews. I did not know that. So that's a little history lesson for me.
The Café Het Mijntje is home to one of the first openly gay bars in Amsterdam. Not only was it an accepting gay bar, but it was also home to many hidden Jewish people during the Second World War. Bet, the owner of this bar, was openly gay herself. She welcomed many people through her doors, but when undercover Nazi police would come in, she would turn on a porcelain owl light to warn the LGBTQ+ patrons in the cafe. The cafe is still a significant symbol of acceptance in the city.
Well, I think life for Bet was to be a person that want to have a purpose in life and want to do something for the people that feel deserted, lonely, not having the power to just be able to live wherever free or wherever they want. And she wanted to probably be that kind of person to protect these people or to take care of them or give them a certain kind of feeling that at least that they matter. So I think she felt brave in a kind of way, or obliged to do something for the people who aren't able to do what they want to do.
That fear of having your life taken from you, you know, and
just the consequences that come with it, basically. Just that would be the hardest thing to live with, because yeah,
you're in charge of all these, well, responsible for all these people that you're hiding, and everyone's just going to die if you...
and it's like, what are the consequences for you as well, hiding them? So just wouldn't want to even think about putting myself in those shoes.
Definitely kind of brave for them during that time to have a spot like this where people could feel safe in a kind of way, or be themselves in a kind of way in times where it wasn't allowed to be yourself. So in that way it was, yeah, definitely a good spot for people to at least be themselves and have a drink.
Marika Minkel was a Jewish woman who hid in one of the buildings during the Nazis' occupation of Amsterdam. Marika was so confident in speaking German and in the authenticity of her forged papers that she was able to dye her hair and pretend to be a German woman and live a normal life in Amsterdam.
I think it's sad that she had to hide in the first place, I guess. But I mean that she was able to do that and feel good about it, I guess. I mean, she dyed her hair, so she had to feel okay with it. I mean, going out and stuff.
I think it was frightened, and maybe so for some people also a little bit exciting, because like this woman, she have to go out, she can go out, but there was always some danger. So yeah, maybe it was exciting, but also dangerous.
The restaurant De Silver and Spiegel hid Jewish people in the attic. By the end of the war, 16 members of the same family lived there. The owner would serve Nazi soldiers while Jews were right above them. While the soldiers would eat, one of the members in hiding would sneak out and steal food from the Nazis' army truck. It was even said he once stole half a horse.
I think you have to be on your guard the whole time to make sure that you don't make a mistake in saying something, or maybe like if you have to find food for 16 people instead of maybe just one or two, then you have to be very secretive about it. I think that must be hard, and you have to be very creative finding solutions for that.
But there has to be a sign somewhere, because nobody knows. Making noise and can't move yourself. Can't move yourself, and every time the fear that you will be discovered.
I think a lot of stress, because now we often say that we have stress about not finding a parking spot, but those people must have had real stress about just staying alive and not being discovered.
Not being able to leave, because you're confined to a small space. Personally, it would drive me crazy.
Yeah, it would drive me mad.
Yeah, I think not being able to freely walk around, not having that ability to...
And for most of these people, I guess that they were doing that several years prior. It was normal life and there was no change, and then suddenly you're just like trapped, just prison. Yeah.
Must have been horrible, I guess.
Yeah.
To hide and yeah, not be able to go out. But she did it anyways. I mean, that's great. So I guess for the rest of them, it must have been horrible. Yeah.
Really hard. Really, really hard. I can't even imagine how life was for Jews during that time. But yeah, it's because you can't place you in someone unless you have been that someone.
Yeah, you have to do that. There's no discussion about that. It's the only way to survive. Yeah, so probably, yes.
I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it. No. Definitely not. And also to leave everything behind. I mean, like
Family and home. That's not easy.
For people who live now in these days, I think it's very hard to understand completely what it was like for those people. So, and I think we should value the fact that we are free now and that we are not at war.
Being killed, harassed, all that horrible stuff just because you are a certain ethnicity, that's just messed up. But that's the crazy world we live in, unfortunately. Even until today. It's not even Jews, it's Muslims, people from Africa, Suriname or Brazil. I can name a lot of countries. Religious people, Christians, Catholics, I can go on. It's horrible what's going on.